What would happen if the moon suddenly disappeared? Today, we are going to explore a hypothetical scenario that sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, but would actually have extreme consequences for Earth. What would happen if the moon suddenly disappeared? You might think that if the moon disappeared, it would just mean a slightly darker night sky with no bright moon, right? Wouldn't it just be a minor change? Actually, the moon's influence on Earth is far more important than we imagine. It's not just our source of light at night. It deeply affects Earth's tides, climate, and even the planet's rotation. If the moon were to disappear one day, Earth's ecosystems would experience unprecedented disruptions, and the Earth might even become uninhabitable for humans. So, what would it mean if one day we looked up at the sky and found that the moon was gone? Let's break down this chilling scenario step by step. First, the night sky would become unusually dark. The moon is the primary natural light source at night. Although its light is far less intense than the sun, it provides crucial illumination for the nighttime environment. Without the moon, our nights would become tens of times darker than they are now. Although the stars would still twinkle, their brightness is nowhere near enough to fill the darkness left by the moon. Especially in areas far from cities, such as forests, countryside, and deserts, people would find that the night becomes pitch black. This would have a huge impact on nighttime activities. For example, ships navigating at night would lose the aid of moonlight, and activities like camping and night hiking would become far more dangerous. Even animals that rely on night vision for hunting, like owls and wolves, might be affected. But this is still just the small problem. The more serious consequences are just beginning. Next, Earth's tides would become weaker. The tidal phenomenon we are familiar with is mainly caused by the gravitational pull of the moon. The moon pulls the Earth's oceans through gravity, causing high and low tides. If the moon were to disappear suddenly, Earth's tides would decrease by at least 70%, and in some regions the tides might become almost unnoticeable. The flow of the oceans would also undergo massive changes. This would deal a devastating blow to ecosystems. Many marine creatures, such as turtles, crabs, and shellfish, rely on tidal movements for breeding and feeding. The disappearance of tides could lead to the mass extinction of these species, disrupting the entire marine food chain. Additionally, the loss of tides would affect the ocean's heat exchange, which could exacerbate global climate change. Meanwhile, Earth's rotation would gradually lose control. You might not know this, but the moon has been quietly slowing down Earth's rotation. The Earth's rotation is not constant. It is gradually slowing down due to tidal friction caused by the moon. If the moon disappeared, Earth's rotation would gradually speed up. At first, the change might not be noticeable, but over time, the length of a day could shorten to 19 hours or even less. With faster transitions between day and night, we might see an increase in extreme weather events, such as stronger hurricanes, more storms, and more drastic temperature shifts. Additionally, human circadian rhythms might be thrown off, requiring major adjustments to our sleep patterns and work schedules. Even more seriously, Earth's axis would become unstable. In addition to affecting the tides and rotation, the moon also helps to stabilize Earth's axis. Earth's tilt is about 23.5 degrees, and this angle is what causes our seasons. If the moon disappeared, Earth's axis could wobble severely or even tilt to an extreme degree. This would mean that the familiar seasons we know might cease to exist, replaced by extreme weather, like frigid winters or scorching summers. The ice caps at the poles could melt completely, sea levels would rise, and the equatorial regions might become unbearably dry. The moon's disappearance wouldn't just mean a change in the night sky, but it would trigger a terrifying chain reaction. Tides would vanish, rotation would speed up, the climate would dramatically shift, and Earth itself could become uninhabitable for humans. Fortunately, this is just a hypothetical scenario, and the moon is not disappearing anytime soon. But it serves as a reminder that everything in the universe is a delicate balance. Do you think humanity could survive if the moon disappeared? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below.